is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
From what day you may find out, certain people not like me. Everyone got us bag a thing now. Makes true me I do it like Nike, but me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me, me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. 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 Them want poison me, throw me thing up. Plus me and them girlfriend a link up. Hello. Dog where you did that when the thing tough link up. Big truck, 20-inch rim, just a spin up. The pioneer just a kicks up. And a hip hop or calypso. Hello. You can't see the star through the tint up. Plus me and the Cuban a link up. Rose gold for the Cuban linked up. How much ice just a and me rings up. From what day you may find out, certain people don't like me. Everyone focus back a thing now. Bex through me I do it like Nike, but me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me, me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. 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 Me just a do it like Nike.
To tell you the truth, if I were you, then me probably woulda like me neither. Fresh to the top, born again, them said the flow ungodly, my mind need Jesus. Girls call cookies when my mind need reefer. And all when my frost, you can't style me neither. Aim excellent, point blank, tell the truth. Bullets never miss the chin like a Chinese teacher. Yeah, every bad mind fraud, them is yet one people. You know see you now benefit, these cards the digits. And say,
from what day you may find out, certain people not like me. Everyone crack a bag a thing now. Bex through me I do it like Nike, but me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me, me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike.
The Wednesday, March 27th edition of Talking Heads is on and popping. And of course, you know your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. Wednesday, open line Wednesday. We're going to open it up. We got a lot to talk about. You know how to chime on in. Phone lines are open in New Providence, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Toll free in any one of the Family Islands, 242-300, 5720, 242-300, 5720. Text lines powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Stream us live. Take us wherever you want to go. GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969. BJ, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Boy, y'all can't even beat. I can't even get through the... All right, let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Naughty, this me, St. Petersburg. I got to get in early.
Boy, you're in early. What's going on?
Man, it's raining. Boy, I just hit the bridge. I know I hope I don't get... Hey, look here. Y'all ain't get no sight in a P. Diddy in the Bahamas, right?
I wouldn't know if I ain't on Diddy run, so I don't know. I don't know nothing about Diddy. I can't answer nothing about Diddy. I never been to Diddy parties. I stopped buying Diddy music after Biggie died. Yeah, I know. I was always down with Pac. I wasn't down with Bad Boy, so yeah.
You might be on one of your keys somewhere.
No, but St. Pete, I had to ask a question the other day. How do the dudes who was all snatched up and creased up on motorbikes all up under Meek Mill when he was riding around here in Nassau and Freeport doing video and thing, how they feel right now? Because some of them was on the bike all snatched up with Meek, man.
Bad boys.
And this time I thought Meek was smiling because he loved motorbikes. You know what I mean?
Man, look here. Trouble, man. Get all kind of electronic equipment, man. A lot of them guys scared right now.
On a serious note, though, I mean, ever since the whole Epstein scandal, you've slowly but surely seen things disseminate and leak out. And this is a situation, obviously, if Puppy gonna, pack up shop and allegedly end up in the Caribbean somewhere, not here. I'm here in Barbuda.
No, I don't want to be an issue right now. Hey, I saw a post on Facebook. They say, him and R. Kelly could produce a lot of records in prison.
Boy, you on some
great.
stuff
Hey.
there. You got to watch it play out, but I think that's where it's headed, man. Trust me.
But look here, hey, like I said, you see what happened to Epstein? He might have dirt on people, and if he go to jail, they might silence him, man. It's sad, you know what I'm saying? Because he might have dirt on, what the pastor name, TGJ, all these big celebrities, and hey, or if it was at that party, I know they're jumping right now, boy.
But like I say, I can't comment because I never been to one of Diddy parties, so we can leave that just
Man,
like
I don't
that.
go to party.
You be safe on the bridge, my brother.
Yeah, man, you take care.
Very,
Most definitely, yeah, I just hit the bridge, man.
you can be there for a minute. I'm sure we'll hear from you in a bit. Be safe, St.
Yeah,
Pete.
man.
All right, let's get to the first break, Mr. Producer. On the flip side of the break, we'll check out the headlines, all brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads, The Buzz by John Shoes. And we got lots to talk about. Like I say, lots to talk about. The lines will be open, and it's all going down right after this. Keep it right where you got it.
Friday, April 5th. Get ready for another exciting Fish Fry Friday. At Margaritaville, downtown Nassau, featuring the big band Visage and DJ Beats with the latest in soca, Bahamian, and old school jazz.
Everybody take a time. Come to party, I like y'all. Don't want no man.
$26 general admission, $55 buffet and party.
Doors open at 6:30 p.m., party until 11:30 p.m. That's April 5th, Fish Fry Friday. The stage has been moved, so you've got more dancing space.
This Friday, April 5th at Margaritaville, downtown Nassau.
Friday, April 5th with the big band Visage.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Naughty Johnny's restaurant can only be described as the experience you want to recreate again and again and again. Their motto is simple food, the Bahamian favorites. There's also an international flair that's guaranteed to offer something for everyone. Enjoy a good meal and listen to a live band on their patio Friday and Saturday nights, or brunch on Saturday and Sunday, only at Naughty Johnny's restaurant in the Old Town Plaza, Old Fort. They're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday. Naughty Johnny's, well worth the trip.
We need to talk. And it's about something pretty important, your NIB contributions. For nearly 50 years, NIB contributions from hardworking Bahamians have supported families and individuals alike. But Bahamian families have changed. Families are having fewer children. This means less workers are entering the workforce and making contributions. And with Bahamian retirees living longer, pension payments have also increased. As a result, payouts have gone up, continuously exceeding contributions coming in, resulting in a deficit. That's why, starting on July 1st, 2024, both employers and employees will have to pay a little extra to sustain this national lifeline. The July 1st rate increase is our way of ensuring that NIB benefits are available for generations to come. We all have a role to play.
We're back at you on the Wednesday, March 27th edition of Talking Heads. Time to get into the headlines. was blazing up the pages of the Nassau Guardian News and Views in Madison since 1844. And, of course, it's all brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. New arrivals in stock, both locations just in time for Easter. Top of the Hill, Mackey Street, and the Southwest Shopping Plaza. Both locations available for you 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Saturday. Be sure to check them out online, finethreads.com. Here's what's blazing up the pages of the Nassau Guardian News and Views in Madison since 1844. Strong interest in Grand Lucayan. DPM says Pintard lacks credibility on issue. Okay with me, but you're looking like you lacking a little bit of credibility on this because you've spoken 3 or 4 times saying the sale was imminent and nothing. Nada. So the question should be asked. So Mr. Pintard is not wrong in questioning it. At the end of the day, we spoke about it on Tuesday's show. Freeport needs to get it done. Grand Bahama needs to get it done. He is not a serious person at all and will clearly say anything he believes will lend him a shred of political evidence despite the historical context of these matters and his role in them, said Cooper. But Mr. Cooper, with a statement like that, considering what you've said regarding, the Grand Lucayan since this administration came in, are you the pot or the kettle in this regard? And then again, you are right with me. But please. Other headlines. Hold on. You are texting quick. Naughty, did they ever explain to the people what was bad about the deal that the Minnis administration had with Bahamas Port's investment for the Grand Lucayan Hotel, which the New Day government canceled? Well, apart from it being given away on a pittance for peanuts, and it being a boo-boo deal in itself, nothing. But obviously it was better than this administration has in place because they haven't been able to seal the deal. So obviously if you canceled it, you should have had a plan B and a plan C to make it happen. But we're gone. Police seize 7.5 million worth of cocaine and marijuana. That's a lot of coca, man. That's a lot of yayo. Yeah. Bahamian indicted in U.S. for human smuggling. 1 in 4 women in the Bahamas victim of abuse, study finds. That's rather shocking. But we don't hear anybody, up in arms about that. All right, hold on. No, listen, Texter. If you only know, it's been a minute getting the cachet together, but I was going to surprise you all today and let you all know we had something coming in right after the Easter for you all, courtesy of the Easter Bunny. Just listen to me on Tuesday, all right, Texter? You can get hooked right up. I promise you, all right? Just starting on Tuesday. The cachet, the bag will be filled again. You all get your trivia back, okay? Come on here and thanks what you guys have been saying about him. All right. So what say you guys on all of the above? Phone lines are open. Let's get to the call. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, good afternoon.
Hey, what's going on, Anton?
Everything cool. How you doing?
I'm good. What's happening? How you doing?
Everything cool, Just call to talk facts.
All right, what facts you got for me today?
Well, you started out saying Chester Cooper has potential and he shouldn't allow himself to be made to look bad by this government.
Now, would you like me to put that into context?
Please.
Because of this administration's fact that now, you heard me clearly say that I thought it was a boo-boo deal by the administration because the hotel was being given away at a pittance, correct? You heard that part, right?
I have something to add to that, too.
All right, so with that being said, when this administration came in, part of their, grandiose plans on the campaign trail and election trail was saying this was going to get. So, huddled up behind the scenes, Mr. Cooper should say, we need to get this together because the next time I go to the press, we need to have a deal done. That way I don't look bad and this administration doesn't look bad.
I believe, though.
Because at the end of the day, At the end of the day, the deal still not has gotten done.
If we're being factual, Noddy, I believe that the Davis administration took the position that we will not give away the Bahamian tax dollars invested in the Grand Lucayan.
Which I applaud, because I thought the administration prior, the Minnis administration, that was not a good deal. So I applaud that.
I believe that this administration settled a track to ensure that we get competent and credible buyers who can qualify at the international standards for the funding, who can carry the project in the interim, who can bring guests to the table.
We're clear of all of that, and we're clear of the heads and beds, we have the airlift and all of that, Anton. I give you that. Mr. Cooper's spoken out on several occasions.
No administration struck. It wasn't just that they were seeking to give away the project for little to nothing after investing tens of millions of dollars, and with maintenance, etc., the price tag going up to nearly $100 million at the time. It was also that they had a situation where the group that was the Wynn Group that was seeking to buy the hotel, they were prepared to loan the Wynn Group, I think, $25 or $30 million as a government guarantee in order to assist the Wynn Group with going to their financiers in order to qualify for funding the project, which was absolute nonsense on top of nonsense.
But Anton, we established that it was a boo-boo deal. By me saying it's a boo-boo deal, all in sundry that you just talked about on top of what I talked about constitutes a boo-boo deal. Now, since this administration came on, let's talk about the here and the now, because we admit that's water under the bridge.
I'm going to get to that, Noddy.
We're still at a point. Okay, go ahead.
And then there was also the fact go through with purchasing unless the Minnis administration gave them their approvals for the condominium project in Nassau.
But what has this administration done since that boo-boo deal to enhance other prospective investors to purchase the property?
Now getting back to, and so they got swung all around. And so getting back to this administration now.
Because we will agree, before we get into this, Anton, we will agree that Mr. Cooper has come to the press on multiple occasions saying he has the fix for the Grand Lucayan, correct? And still 3 years in, it's not been sold. We don't have a buyer.
I don't ever recall.
After much pontificating, they just moving debris at the airport right now.
I don't ever recall the DPM saying that he had the fix for the Grand Lucayan. As I started off saying, what I do recall the DPM saying is that he will do his endeavor best to ensure we get value for money and we get quality buyers at the project who has the capability and who has the financing to get it done, right? And what I do recall is the DPM sorting out that the leading person or the leading prospective buyer was not a good fit after the due diligence was done during that period, which I believe, Noddy, and you should also agree to, as someone who is a right-thinking Bahamian, it's the right thing to do.
Oh, I'm a right thinker now? I was an idiot the other day. Now I'm a right thinker? Boy, your mouth just changed conveniently.
Let's
go.
It's
all good. It's all good. I got to make a meeting hot. Keep it moving. It's all good.
I never referred to you as an idiot, Noddy, nor would I. That's not my my style.
Let's go.
And I don't take you for that kind of person.
All right, cool. And nor do I you. All right, so now let's get to the final point.
Right. And so my thinking, Noddy, based on the fact that the PLP government has successfully landed a purchaser and developer for the international airport down there in Grand Bahama, due to the fact that the PLP government has advanced and secured the development of the port down there with the Carnival Group on Grand Bahama, due to the fact that the PLP government is down there in Grand Bahama, due to the fact that after the visit to Botswana the other day, the Prime Minister has secured a new headquarters for the distribution worldwide of diamonds, the highest quality diamonds on the planet, coming out of Africa.
Now, Anton, when it comes to Grand Bahama, and you know they're on the show every week, every Tuesday.
Right.
All right? Listen, Grand Bahamians, I think I can speak for them when I say this. They want to see it. They no longer want to hear about it.
I agree.
They want to see money on the ground. So
I agree.
It's great. So what I'm saying right now to Mr. Cooper, let me just break it down. You're a good guy. You got a lot of potential. Fish or cut bait. Crap or get off the pot. Sell it or don't sell it. Keep it moving. Don't talk about it until it's done.
And so to make my final point on that, on the hotel, Nutty, what I would say, on top of what you just expressed, as I've started to say to the government recently, look, if we can continue on getting the investment going to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars as it is right now with those other projects that I listed, right? If we can build the natural to translate to a high quality purchaser coming in when we have strength on our side and we are operating from a position of strength rather than currently where we see him desperately trying to get a purchaser, but the infrastructure around Grand Bahama does not support the sale of the Grand Lucayan.
Okay.
We don't have quality airlift that's coming in. We don't have
but shouldn't, in his capacity as Minister of Tourism, get the emphasis on getting airlifts in there, lining up ahead of time, making it more attractive, making it more palatable for an investor? Sometimes you got to put something out there in front to entice people.
Nutty,
and maybe gets other properties going in Freeport.
That is why I said what I said to you. The airport has been sold, so the airlift will be coming in. The quality airlift will be coming in.
Okay, and that's why I told you what I told you. Grand Bahamians are tired of the talks. Let's see it happen. Let's see ground broken. Let's see a final building. Let's see a terminal. Let's see a new terminal. Let's see new stuff. We just see debris being moved right now. But anyway, good call as always, Anton. I appreciate you. Mr. Producer, obviously, we got to keep it moving. It's called Talking Heads. So if you got an opinion and you're willing to express it, I'm going to allow you to do it. Whether you as the listener or the texter agree with it or not, that's up to you. You can call BS anytime you want. But we will allow people to express what they need to express. But again, it boils back to the point. Again, a lot of grandstanding by this administration and a lot of defense and deflection by their loyal supporters. But as of today, we still have no purchaser for the Grand Lucayan. And there's been a lot of talk by this administration about it getting done. And it's not. So go back to the drawing board, get a sweeter deal, and try get it moved. And God forbid, don't give it away like the previous administration was attempting to do. Because I get it, nobody wants this albatross around their neck. Nor the Grand Bahamians want it to be an eyesore where there's tons of jobs that could be had there, and it's dormant. I can tell this administration now, if you don't listen to Abaco every Monday, you all should be doing your due diligence and puckering up, even if you got to kiss some derrieres in the process, to make Abaco and Freeport feel good again. Remember, it's not what you tell people. It's how you make them feel when you tell them. And a lot of disgruntled Bahamians out there. A lot. So at the end of the day, we need to see movement on this. And if the F&M administration was in at this current time, they'd be getting the same backlash because it needs to be moved. Talking Heads. Who's this? Talking Heads.
Hey, Agua Nutty.
What's going on?
Rachel, great topic.
Thanks, man.
I can be honest with you, Nutty. I think tourism is a dying product in Freeport.
And when you tell me that, and I say this, it really hurts my heart to know that. Because as a young man, I was privileged enough to go on the Emerald Seas with my dad when he was a captain on the Emerald Seas. And they used to port a call Freeport once a week regularly. Where it is today, it hurts my heart. Because Freeport, to me, has unlimited potential on multiple levels.
I mean, it has potential, but some for tourism, tourists that they do. And the saddest part about it, and this is my indictment on, I would say, this government and every other government, but especially this government in particular, is we don't support local businesses to make domestic businesses. We got a lot of Bahamians who could use the government initiatives in terms of, training and, somehow, gaining some seed money, helping them to get some seed money, to try create these opportunities tourists have more things to do, but it seems like, or even improve, the situation with a lot of these vendors or, people who conduct in business in tourism. We don't have the government support in many of these industries or in any industries, let alone for Bahamians. So, I mean, come on, how far we can make it as, the average folks. If our government don't support us and only interested in the big boys.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you have some local businesses that need support and they're in the tourism industry, they need to be supported, especially if you're getting feedback from Bahamians to be part of that opportunity to make money as entrepreneurs. It amazes me. It amazes me.
They're doing on every island, Apico, Freeport,
Correct.
Nassau, but these guys are lazy.
But if you connect the dots within the tourist industry, you'll see that the good old boy network is at play.
But you want to add something, Mr. Naughty? The interesting thing is what I observe about us in this country, especially for humans, is I don't think that these guys really take building a country serious. Everybody just want to fill up their pockets, see what they can get before they retire or before they bow gracefully. Nobody really cares about the future of this country in terms of how we can actually support each other, or cooperate with each other to advance, for each other as Bahamians. Nobody really talks that or really walks.
I haven't heard an administration in a while really serious about Bahamians.
Nah, that's
and putting
what I'm saying.
country first. I agree with you.
So really analyze how could we honestly say that we're trying to build a country?
This administration is showing us that they ain't into Bahamians. They're into other entities before Bahamians. I mean, that's
think
just...
Think about it. They right now could divvy up some shares for the Grand Lucaya, the Bahamians. Some people who like to invest in it, and let our brainstorm to a point where we could create some alternatives by the Grand Lucaya. We could break that up, cut that up a couple of pieces. We could bring in some people. We have a lot, like you say, we get boundless opportunities in Grand Bahama.
What happened to the Bahamian millionaires? Why can't we get some investors together who are successful Bahamian businessmen and come in and make an effort to purchase that as Bahamians? Why can't we get a stake in the game if we're really thinking outside the box?
They don't stay in the tourism market, and they don't want to give us the so-called, what they call, in these heads agreements, all of these, they don't want to give us some of these offerings, like what they be giving these foreigners, like when they build Bahama, all the lands and concessions and all that.
They give a
stuff.
lot
They
of
don't give
concessions.
Bahamians no concessions.
What amazes me? There's a lot of talk about, the cruise ship passengers and where's the impact in Grand Bahama? Where's the impact in Newport? I'm going to get
benefit
to that point.
It
doesn't.
Ownership.
Because you got cruise staff going off that ship, working on those islands, doing jobs Bahamians could do and make money for. And we're not collecting work permits for the foreign nationals that are going onto these islands and working every week. We're not. So we're losing all the way around. So you're on point, brother. You younger people, you all got to keep pushing Bahamians first, man.
And guess what? And this can be a generation thing right there, because if we're not doing this now, like who's gonna set the mark for the next generation? So we're looking at a 20-year gap in terms of the development of our people. We just keeping them in a position where they just maintain these so-called gigantic structures or whatever investment the government so-called sees fit with the foreigners. The humans just maintain it. They probably just give us a little marginal role or something, but we'll never be owners. And this is keeping our generation back and keeping us from really being a part of the development of this country. And it's a joke on both sides, both parties. And all these guys do is talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. Have a good one.
All right. Appreciate your call, caller. Hey, Naughty, happy Easter to you and your family, too, and everybody. Yeah, Pearlie's on tomorrow. But, yeah, I wish each and every one of you all the best for the Easter holiday season. Remember the reason for the season and enjoy it to the fullest. To the fullest. Naughty, how come y'all didn't report Renwood Wells had a heart attack? Because he didn't. That's why I didn't report it. I was waiting for the actual information to come out so we know officially what is going on regarding that. However, let me see if I get the latest update on it. He's not. Okay, this is according to Eyewitness News. Testing underway. Former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert A. Minnis has revealed exclusively to Eyewitness News that former Minister of Health Renwood Wells is in hospital undergoing various tests, but ascertained that he has not suffered a heart attack. as suggested in online time. First and foremost, and swear it's gospel. That's why I didn't say it. Desmond Bannister and other Free National Movement colleagues and myself were just there visiting Wells, and he is in fine spirits and did not suffer a heart attack, according to Dr. Minnis. And we wish Mr. Wells all the best for a speedy recovery. Our thoughts and prayers are with him and for him and his family at this time. Ever for the grace of God, go you or I wish him nothing but the best. So now text and now you know. That's why I didn't say it, because he didn't have one. Naughty, how is the feud between the government and the Port Authority these days? Listen every Tuesday. Naughty, we are getting tired of Anton. Tell the PLP they need to send a different Talking Heads. Let's get to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Hey, Naughty, how you doing, man?
What's going on, bro?
You good, man? Listen,
I'm good.
They always talking about this goose that, tourism, the goose that laid the golden egg. You mean the Easter egg?
Boy, I tell you.
As, in this economy, you usually get a side hustle. I advise Bahamians, if they study trends in terms of tourism, you can have a legit second income just happening, either supporting a local entrepreneur as an investor.
Correct.
Right. Some people got nice jobs and they can finance a $5,000 investment for someone to do a nice walking tour, a nice stand, and allow that person to run it. And just stuff like that is missing. I just walked Junkanoo Beach yesterday. It's a disgrace, man.
I'm looking at the old Bay Street. If you look at the old portion of Bay Street, if you've been to Vegas, I've always been a proponent. Do it like Fremont Street, man. Take that old portion and rejuvenate it. Get young entrepreneurs in there. Get restaurants, bars, nightclubs, boutiques. Make it 24 hours. Make the tourists have no choice but to see it or to go down there and check it out.
But my problem is, if you go down Bay Street, based on how the cruise port is designed, traffic flows to the west. People come off the boat. They're in town for I'm a cruiser also. So if you get into port, you take a $100 cash or your debit card, but you take $100 cash and you go to the quickest beach. You come here in the Bahamas, you go to the beach. And Junkanoo Beach is in proximity to the cruise port, where people could walk, save their money, buy some bears on the beach. That place, as tourists can't even get a beach chair out there, man. They laying all over the sand. So much tourists out there.
But what is that? What's the maximum spend of those tourists? If they spend $50 at $100,
what I'm saying is,
I mean, if you look at our span point within the region, we're one of the lowest.
Exactly. So what a person will do at $100 is, if they can buy, they're gonna eat, because they're gonna eat when they get back on the cruise ship. So if it's something that could attract their eyes, that say, hey man, I would like to try that. I would like, and they want something to drink. They obviously want beer and water in the destination. And if you have something unique that they can take back, like a souvenir that's big, because you can get some of these souvenirs any place, man. So it has to be something that the tourist say, hey, when I say, hey, man, I want to purchase that. I'm not going to purchase a Bob Marley shake in Jamaica Port, because I can get that anywhere. I want to purchase something that I haven't seen before, and when I put it in my house, it's going to be something that I say, man, I remember that trip to Jamaica, or I remember the trip to the Dominican Republic or whatever. And that's what we have to create. Everybody is doing the same thing, Naughty, because we do the same thing, not because your neighbor, you feel that, oh, they doing it, I do. They do it because they think it's successful. So they see someone next to them doing it, so they say, well, I can do that too. But tourists are just craving unique and off-beaten path experiences, and they ain't getting it here. Trust me, they ain't getting it here.
Well, I appreciate it, man. That's a good call and good stuff. Don't be a stranger, man. Good points. All right, bro. Be safe. Oh, I got some questions here, buddy. Wow. Woo. Naughty, how is it a person who has a position as chairman of a group within Tourist Development Corporation got a Bay Street spot? Again, conflict of interest. I'm not going to call the name. However, I will do my due diligence and follow up. Because that right there is conflict of interest, if that is the case. And listen, that means, too, that you got to start looking at a lot of these board appointments. The past administration had some suspect ones. This one has some head scratchers. So we got to keep an eye out. Naughty, who controls our food? Americans. Who controls offshore companies? Americans and foreigners. Who controls tourism? Foreigners. We're somewhat free slaves, but free to an extent. Invisible shackles, plus we're really corrupt. PLP and FNM are a disgrace. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Talking heads, but what are the viable options? If them two disgraceful, what's the viable options? Talking heads.
Hey, Naughty, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Happy?
Hey, right here. Listen, man, Naughty, what they need to do out by Awaki, where the beaches and everything. You ever saw the boats that years ago they used to use the skull? You remember that?
They used to use what?
The sculling boats.
Sculling boats, yeah, man. Sculling up, man, look here. When I was small, I used to watch people scull from Arawaki into over PI by Bacahog Island and scull over to Arawaki. I used to watch them in my grandpa came
That is an authentic Bahamian experience.
And that's why I love Sands Beer, because they made that the logo on the beer bottle, the man sculling in the boat.
So I'm saying you put a couple of them boats in there, the tourists should teach, because it's an art to it. To teach them how to, that will be an experience that they will never, never forget. Another thing, you remember the Kamalibi boat? The little small model boat you make from the Kamalimi tree?
Right.
Get them out there. You could have the Kamalimi boat race. Teaching the tourists how to rig the boat and how to get out there. And to do something like that. That's an experience.
Magic with the new school flair and keep the product upgraded and fresh.
Let me ask you this.
Because
you ever sell coconut bark?
Pardon?
You know the dry coconut used to back
come on, man. I used to carve it out the middle and put your sail in the middle and float them like boat and
the grape leaf and cut the can thing and use it as the rudder.
And we used to do the hermit crab races too, man. And we used to put letters, when we used to run them, we used to put letters on their back like crabby and crab. Anyway, I can't say it, but you understand.
Marty, you see what I'm saying? Right in Pompey Square, they can have a maypole or even right on there on the beach to teach these tourists the art of plotting the maypole.
Listen, Happy, I get the old school tradition that you want, and I think that should be a part of it, but we have to have some new school in it too. These tourists want some flash and bang too.
Then the summertime comes. I mean, tourists here all the time. The heel and toe dance, the quadrille dance. Teaching these tourists how to do those things. That's an experience. When they hop on that boat and they going back, they say, no, Cap.
Originally, I thought it was ghosts.
You know,
Welcome back, Madam Producer. Good to see you.
So what I'm saying, Naughty, things like that, they need to do. And not only that, you remember years ago, they used to use the hook to pull up the conch?
Yep.
I mean, you can just go there, drop a couple conchs out, because there's an art to it, and show the tourists how to grab that conch out of the water with a hook and pull it up.
I think that there's opportunity for specialty tourism niches and stuff, and that could be part of the package, Happy. I think you're onto something there.
Saying.
All right,
That's
brother, good stuff, man. I got to get to the break, but good stuff as always, man. Naughty, I have an authentic Bahamian store in Western New Providence, still waiting for tourism officials to visit. We thank God for Bahamians and tourists off the beaten path. Naughty, our business continues to do well. Well, listen here. Texter, text me the name of your business, please, because, you know, I've been selling a T-shirt in Jokers Wild for years. And you know me, I'm all about marketing. Why don't let me get that T-shirt in your store, man, and be Jokers Wild, but, you know. I got a 16-year-old and a 13-year-old. I don't know if to feed them or to clothe them. So, yeah, any extras would be great. And, you know, I'm entrepreneurial. So send me the name of your shop, Texter. And me and my better half, MJ, would pay a visit with a marketing scheme for my No Man T-shirt, all right? Text, I waiting here back from. Send me the name of the business, please. Let's make this money. I got some T-shirts and I got some other ideas that could work. I need a downtown partner. Sounds like you're the one. All right. Good stuff, y'all. 4:54 is the time. And a lot of people, like I say, chiming in on the same thing. Naughty, when will they make the ships, bar, and restaurants close while in port? Brother, I have no idea. And I'll tell you something. When I was a youngster growing up on the Emerald Seas when my dad was captain, they had to close all bars, casinos, and discotheques while in port. And that is where you saw shows like the Cabaret Theater, the casino shows at with the bunnies, all of that. Listen, people would get off the ship and they would have a daytime excursion and get out, nighttime with the restaurants, and loved it. We shot ourselves in the foot by allowing them to open up in port. Why encourage people to spend anywhere else if you've got a monopoly? If you've got a barrel full of fish, you make them spend in your barrel, not somebody else's. So we really need to get back to that. But obviously, that's the status quo in the region. So now in 2024, if we try to do something about it, we're going to get backlash. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Hey, Naughty.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
But you got your music on today. You got Yellow Man in the background. What you jamming?
This is a national song for the...
Oh, Fly Outie. All right.
Fly Out Cool by Daddy Lizard. Can you play it?
All right, go ahead.
You know, AI. You know what AI stands for?
Yeah, artificial intelligence or Allen Iverson.
No, boy. That stands for Anton Ignominius.
Oh, Lord.
You understand?
Oh.
We should know, right? We got to pay attention because my schoolmate Michael Tindad them got to assure the nation that if they try to pull off that BEC thing and partnership and thing, what ain't necessary. You understand? Because some people them must be trying to have these secret...
Turn your music down, bro. Turn your music down.
Yeah.
You're drowning yourself out. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, they trying to have this private partnership thing with I'm taking our BC electricity and own it. What C. Allen said last week, they talk about they're selling BPL, right? But they talk about they're only selling the generation, the generating, the transmission and distribution of the power, right? But that's all BPL is, right?
Correct.
Okay, so they, like C. Allen said, man, they got caught. But we have to watch that, and the government, when they take over, what they need to do is promise the people that they can revoice whatever they try to do, because it's a better way to do that, because whichever island's leading the expense, every island have an account for each power station. That's an easy fix. From my accounting understanding, private partnership and reduce the cost with BPL for those who suffering from it. Okay? But I just wanted to say, AI stands for Anton Ignominius, the lotion man. What you call him, Mr. Jurgens. You have a nice day, man.
Have a good one, brother. Be safe. Good stuff as always, but y'all chiming in. Let me give this last text, man. Naughty, there is no way the cruise ships can close the entertainment for tourists to come off the ship. We simply do not have the ability to facilitate the disabled tourists or those who may be overweight who ride around on scooters. I watched a person in a wheelchair struggle to navigate downtown unless we're looking for a lawsuit. So then add sidewalks and add ramps to the sidewalks. Make the investment in the product. Make the investment so it's friendly for disabled passengers. Make sure that you empower young Bahamians or Bahamian entrepreneurs in general to buy in to rejuvenating Bay Street. If you make it feasible, if you make it seem and you make it fair for Bahamians to have a piece of the pie and a hand in the game, then you'll see how well we could do. And I get where you're coming from now with what we got. Yes, I change it. Know better, do better. You know this could be the next crime from the tourists, from the cruise ships. Then make sure, get ahead of it. And revitalize Bay Street. There could be so many wonderful opportunities for Bahamians to revitalize that old portion of Bay Street. Talking Heads. Let's get to the last call. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
They just wanted to let you know, stores and everything, casinos and everything, they're closed on the cruise ship, Winston Port.
They are?
Yes, I just came off a cruise.
All right, the casinos may be closed.
They're closed. You can't gamble. The restaurants are closed. The stores are closed. The only thing is open is like the buffet.
The buffet and the bars, correct?
The certain bars, but not the. All
right, well, let me break it down to you like this. If they are closed, and that's good to know that information, then we need to do better to give them opportunities to have entertainment experiences over on this side of the cruise port. in New Providence and on Paradise Island, and obviously in Grand Bahama where needs be. So I bet you buy all your liquor before the trip, right?
You mean to go on the cruise?
Yeah, like you could order your liquor ahead of time, because I've had people send me packages for cruises and tell me I could
No,
pay
you
for my
have to
liquor ahead of time.
You get a liquor package, but see, I'm not a big drinker, so
No, I
just buy the
understand,
package.
but humor me right now. You got the option for a liquor package and a food package and all of that, right? If you spend your money there, you gonna stay there and drink.
You stay there and drink. You ain't coming in the
Why
port.
am I
That's
gonna
what
come
mean.
off in the
That's
port, no matter how cool it look, and spend $5 for a beer when I got it on the ship for $3.75 or $4?
And what I want to make clear,
Not that I know the prices.
You can get Bahamas mugs, Bahamas T-shirt and bag in the logo shop on the cruise ship.
Ah, and who prints them up? Not a Bahamian company. We got a Bahamian company to print them up?
But the Bahamian companies ain't printing the set in the straw market. They coming from China.
No, but understand what I'm saying. We got a Bahamian company, order them, printed in China, putting them on the cruise ship, making the money? No. They making their own T-shirt and selling it with our logo and our likeness.
Exactly, and I've seen that.
Why have a brand called the Bahamas if you're going to let people pimp it?
Exactly. I've seen that. And
there you go. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Right. But I got to get to the news, man. Good stuff, everybody who chimed in the first hour. Good stuff as always, man. All right, we'll take the break. Flip side of the break, we'll get to the news. And in the 5 o'clock hour, we'll be talking sports. Pearlie will be in the building. We got lots to talk about. The lines will be open, so keep it right where you got it. Don't touch it.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
This Easter, from March 29th to April 3rd, witness history in the making at the Betty Keling-Kenning Aquatic Center. Cheer on Team Bahamas as we dive into history, swimming our way towards a 6th straight victory at the Carifta Aquatics. Feel the thrill of competition as 500 athletes from 24 countries from across the Caribbean converge in the Bahamas for the championship title. Immerse being held in the Bahamas this year. Watch live as champions are born, records are shattered, and dreams are realized. The Carifta Aquatics isn't just a competition. It's a showcase of the future of swimming right in the heart of Nassau. Mark your calendars. This Easter, March 29th to April 3rd, the Carifta Aquatics at the Betty Keling-Kenning Aquatic Center. See ticket information and full schedule at cariftaaquatics.com. See you at the poolside.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Enjoy the flavors of summer with a mega-sized KFC combo and get a secret code for a chance to win. KFC and Pepsi is giving away daily beach bundles of a KFC bag packed with KFC shades, a bucket of 25 KFC whole wings, and a 2-liter Pepsi, plus a weekly cash prize of $1,000. Whether it's original recipe, spicy, or barbecue, get your favorite KFC combo today and mega-size your summer fun. KFC Nassau, it's mega finger-licking good.
Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place.
Pension ice cream lovers, are you ready to elevate your springtime indulgence and taste of luxury with Haagen-Dazs? For a limited time only, treat yourself to the quality of Haagen-Dazs ice cream for just $8.99 per pint. Yes, you heard that right. Indulge in the finest flavors without breaking the bank. This exclusive offer is available at all Lickety Split and Super Value locations. Experience the premium quality of Haagen-Dazs at an unbeatable price. Spring has never tasted this good. Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Made exactly the way they should be by someone with chicken in their name. The new Kentucky Chicken Sandwiches feature a quarter-pound of all-white meat, triple-breaded, spicy chicken breast filet on a freshly toasted buttery brioche bun. With your choice of lettuce, tomato, bacon, thick-cut pickles, and the perfect amount of Colonel's real mayo or spicy sauce. Every chicken sandwich is freshly prepared and piping hot. Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwiches, the only chicken sandwiches that are finger-licking good.
Talking Heads, we're back at you in the 5 o'clock hour. Let me get to this phone call real quick, and then we'll get into the sports. Talking Heads.
Hey, what's in, Audie?
Hey, what's happening, Scholar?
You tell me, man.
You covered, man. You straight. I can hit you in short order. You got to come in tomorrow. You got to come take one picture with me and Pearlie right there by the station.
Okay, then I can do that.
And I'll turn over everything to you, man. They got nuggets, they got chicken, they got fries, they covered, man. The Colonel can take good care of them.
I can do that.
All right?
Listen, what you think about the game yesterday, though?
Well, Purdy, are you here? Purdy, have you zoomed in?
Huh?
I'm here.
Okay, cool. But Purdy's here, too, so we get it. Well, you know what I can say. Skilla, you know what I can say. The young fellas play better without time in and time out.
Huh?
They've proven it time in and time out. They rise to the occasion. They play better when LeBron's not in the lineup. They've played very well.
I can agree with you with that so far.
When you got AD stepping up to the tune of 34 points and 23 rebounds, brother, you can't give that dude a hard time on that.
Yeah. Well,
You're down 19 in the fourth.
I need him to do that every night.
I understand how you're down 19 in the fourth, and you come back and send it to double overtime, and you get all the youngsters contributing. I love it.
Wiley, let's be real. You ain't gonna find no players who can do that every night. You know any players in the NBA that ever do that every night?
No, I don't need those exact numbers every night, but I need that kind of. He has to lead the Lakers for the Lakers to win. He has to be the man. And that's what I need him to be.
Defender than an offensive player, right?
I ain't want him with the points. I want him to play like that. The points in the issue is the effort.
But what everybody's missing right here is it proves credence to the point I've been trying to make all along. We don't need LeBron in L.A. with that price tag. We could add pieces to go around younger players and AD, and the Lakers could be back in prominence real quick. That we're used to seeing the lead, win the division, not worry about being in the play-in game for 3 times in 6 years while he's been there. Come on. That's the bigger picture I'm looking at right now. People
I
talking
hear
about
that.
resting LeBron for what? A playing game? For the 9 and 10 playing game? No, talk about resting LeBron when we say, okay, we've qualified for the playoffs. We can't get no better than this seed. Rest the brother until the playoffs start. I could live with that.
Yeah.
But you fighting to get better position in the playing round, which is 9 and 10, and you're 1-1 in that. One time you went on to make the Western Conference Finals. The other time you got sent home. What's it going to be? You got Golden State who playing for their life. You got Houston who trying to get in winning a ton of games. It's not an easy proposition. So he needs to be in the lineup so the Lakers could try and play their way out of that 9th seed and get maybe 7 or 6. But that doesn't look like it's happening because everybody above them continues to win.
He playing the next,
Yeah,
right?
The good thing about it is you're now in a position because the Dallas and Kings beat up on each other yesterday. So that was a big joint. They're in a position to come up to finish.
They only 2
They are in
games.
a position.
Hey, but Pearly, they 2 games within getting in a 6th spot. If they continue winning and Dallas lose for 2 or 3 games, they'll be right in the 6th spot. If they continue winning.
That's what I'm saying. They're in a position. They're only 2 games behind in the loss column, you know.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Right now, as of today, they in 9th playing game.
Now, if they are, but I'm looking at the record and I'm looking at what their record is and what the 2 teams ahead of them record is.
You got the Suns, who 2 games in front of them, the Kings, 2 games in front of them, and the Mavs, 3 games in front of them.
No, the Mavs 2 games.
Yeah.
All them 2 games. Okay. Let's hear from that, Paulie. What you all think about that thing, man? In Audi?
Which one?
The new thing they just make in the NFL.
I like some of the rules. I like you mean the new kickoff rule?
Yeah, the new kickoff. What you think about that?
I thought it worked.
That's going to make it exciting.
I thought it worked in the USFL and the Arena League and also, you know, it did work. It was fun to watch. So
Really? But if you look at that, right, I see we get plenty advantage with that, you know.
If you got that
all
speed,
you
you
need
do.
is speed, you know. Watch that.
if you got a burner back there who could turn the corner and you get 1 or 2 blocks on the sideline,
That's
it's
what I
lights
said.
out.
Everybody spread out. And they
Or
got
if
a
you
big
seal the
fella
middle
ball,
and you
they hit the
separate
fella who
everybody.
hit the ball, or wait till it reach 20 yards, within 20 yards. So it means if you put probably Tyree, Waldo, whatever one of them to catch that ball in the back there, you could look for a break.
I agree.
Huh?
I agree.
And any one of the running backs and all. But
it works out, and that's why probably Pittsburgh moved to get the kickoff specialist
right, that's
from.
speedy fella. The kickoff, return kickoff.
Well, the benefit that I like about it is Kevontae Turpin, who led the USFL in kickoffs under that same policy, sorry. I like that.
Yeah.
But
like I say, it can be more fun and more excitement, more scoring and all.
I like some of the rule changes. I gotta dissect all of them though. We got a couple other calls though, Skiller, so I can call you off air tonight, but we gotta arrange that for tomorrow. You straight?
Yeah, I can touch you tomorrow, God's willing.
All right, no problem, my brother. We'll talk soon.
Okay, bro.
All right, let's get to the other call. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads. All right, you can call us back. Pearly, what's going on, brother?
Yes, sir. Everything quiet.
Listen, I can be honest with you, man. The youngsters, like I say, they doing their thing in LA, man.
They did. After Maury Reeves, AD, all got off. Let's give them that credit.
Let's get to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads.
What's up, St. Petersburg again?
I tell you was going to call me back from the bridge. You're still on the bridge. What's happening?
Check us out. Everybody say, LeBron, like, that team played good last night. It's a great win. But people talking about they could win a series without LeBron. I don't think...
Hold on. Wait. But listen to me. If you get 34 and 23 from AD, you get 29 and 7 and 12 from Russell, from D'Lo. You get 29, 14, and 10, a triple-double from Reeves, who shot 50% from the floor. Hold on. You get Dinwiddie with 7, 2, and 4 by playing defense. You got Hashimura with 16. You got Prince off the bench with 9, and other dudes playing their role. The Lakers will win games.
But they can't do that every day. When it comes to this, like I said, people hate LeBron, but you know he has experience. The Lakers can go as far as LeBron and let them go. Okay, they couldn't go. They couldn't go into the playoffs and win without LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they played a hell of a game. What's a great go deep into the playoffs without LeBron? No, hell and freeze over before that. Long as he on that team, he gonna be a contributor. Cause he can take over a game when he want to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, but Putty, what about the guy from Toronto, man? He in the gambling scandal. Did you read up on that?
Yeah, the non-drafted Porter.
Yeah, they say he's making like $5 million a year. But he gambling.
He's non-drafted, made the team, so he's like basically the rookie on a minimum contract. So I don't know. He could be in problems.
Yeah, boy, these guys, them boy. All right, but like I said, I don't think the Lakers should go far without LeBron, mate.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see, man. All right, let me have a look at this, Pearly. I'm looking at this right now, and I'm trying to see if I can get a record without LeBron this year. They're 6-4 without LeBron James this season. In 10 games.
Yep.
You got a unit that plays like that and goes 6-4 minus him. The more chemistry they get, the more cohesive they get, they could win a series, in my opinion.
Yeah, they can.
All right.
They can, but I mean, to call it LeBron, you need LeBron. I'm not taking that away from it, but they just if he has to play to them, not them to him.
All right, let's get it in real quick, Purdy. I got texts irate. They want to hear today in sports history. You know, some of them get their knickers in a knot when I don't do sports history. All brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. Don't forget, happy hour, Naughty Johnny's, 5 to 7 going on right now. Well worth the trip out there to the Old Fort Shopping Plaza. Great high boil specials, great appetizer specials. Be sure to check them out right now. All right, on this day, March 27th, in sports history, 1917, the Seattle of Canada defeated the Montreal Canadiens and became the first U.S. hockey team to win the Stanley Cup. 1981, U.S. President Reagan hosted a luncheon honoring the members of the Baseball Hall of Fame. 1989, Sports Illustrated exposed Pete Rose's gambling activities. The magazine's article alleged that Rose bet on baseball from the riverfront dugout using hand gestures with an associate. 1994, Magic Johnson became head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. He coached the final 16 games of the 93-94 season. 2007, NFL owners voted 30-2 to make the video replay system a permanent officiating tool. Sports quote of the day, when I hit a ball, I want someone else to go chase it. Roger Hornsby, St. Louis Cardinals infielder, on why he didn't play golf. I love it. That's a great quote.
That's really a good quote. I like that.
All right, that's a wrap right there on Today in Sports History, all brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. Lakers won because Coach LeBron made the adjustment. Hams is lost. LeBron is lost as a coach and a GM as well, too, so don't even go there. So, yeah, there we have it, Pearly. Offer Today in Sports History. Lakers doing that. Let's check out the local sports scene, brought to you, of course, by Burger King Nassau. Now, Whopper Wednesday is off the chain. Get your Whopper fries and soft drink, only $5.79, VAT included, at your favorite BK Nassau location. Athletes prepared for Grenada, Pearly. Team's final practice at home is set for today. Athletes from New Providence, Grand Bahama, and the Family Islands gathered for the first practice session at the original Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium on Monday. And this is the Carifta squad, obviously, that's going off. And they seem to be fully loaded.
They'll be all right. I'm sure they're going to be great.
Yep, and Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association with awards. They awarded Brianna Holgrave. Holgrave won the under-16 and under-14 girls divisions at Fidelity Spring Classic. And Tatiana Madu was the runner-up. And then Patrick McTaggart and Jackson McTaggart. Jackson won the under-16 and under-18 boys divisions at the Fidelity Spring Classic. His brother was the runner-up. You know, that's a serious sibling rivalry right there, boy.
Yeah.
They just beat up on each other. I love it. Mingos can't hold off TMT Giants in NPBA playoff action. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. Bacchus look hot in the background coaching there, but he got the Darvin Ham hand and he Kimber pose. He look hot. But anyway, that's a wrap on your local scene right there. Obviously, Carifta coming up. Keeping an eye out on that. Easter holiday weekend coming up. You got some goes to everybody on break for the Easter holiday weekend. But like I say, Pearly, that doesn't mean there won't be a lot of college basketball coming up. Who's in and who's out? All brought to you, of course, by Tropical Gyros. We said it the other day, man, on Monday when it was his birthday. But in case we didn't get to it, I got caught up in the thing. Happy birthday again, Chef Coleman. This whole week we celebrating your birthday, man. Monday was his birthday. The inventor of Tropical Gyros, huge Dolphin fan. Our boy Chef Coleman, big friend of the show, big supporter of the show. Happy birthday again, Chef. Big up to you and the crew from Tropical Gyros. Don't forget the flagship store over there on Mackey, open until 6. The new location, R&D Plaza in the West, open until 8. Yeah, let Chef hook it up for you, man. Them gyros off the chain. All right, let's go to the phone lines real quick, Purdy. Talking Heads.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's happening?
Hey, guys. Man, just back from the UK. So, where I actually met some good Chiefs fans over there, too, so it was good.
Yeah, well, y'all got the steal of the offseason. I think Hollywood Brown got absolutely explode in that offense.
Oh, we ain't finished because Mike Williams still might be on our way.
Yeah, well, Mike Williams should be coming your way, too, because obviously the Jets didn't touch him. A couple other people didn't touch him, but that might be a great pickup for you guys.
Oh, listen. Solid stuff. But, I'm not going to talk too much about next year. I still basking in this year, but I actually wanted to give a shout-out to the chef. That's my boy from Starbucks. Happy birthday. I try to make sure I get down there to get one of his healthy lamb gyros every so often. So, even though I still putting on the weight from the quote-unquote healthy gyro. But,
no, that's celebrating that's Chief victory too much, man. Living high off the hog. That's what it is.
Hey, from Andres, Sodan. We don't make nothing smaller than Sodan.
No. That's real.
So you got to go north for that.
That's the big yard.
Yeah, but listen, a couple of things real quick. First, daughter, Naya Richards, making the Carissa team.
Yes.
We'll all be watching and supporting all the brethren from Lodge, St. David, 1741, all the Scottish Masons. We're going to be really rooting for all our Carissa teams, But a couple of things real quick. One, the madness is definitely in March this year. Definitely.
Yes, it is.
Okay? But I think when the smoke clears, right, you're going to have your Final Four going to come out with UConn, right, out of the East, playing North Carolina out of the West. Whoever wins that will win the title. I pull it for my tires, but whoever wins that will win the title. All right? I don't believe in Purdue. Big Ten teams with these big white boys never, ever win nothing. All right? So I just don't. I don't believe in it. I just don't believe in Purdue, right? And the SEC had a couple of teams. Tennessee can beat any team on any night, and they can get beat by any team on any night. So I feel that's what we're looking at. It's going to be one hell of a weekend.
Who your
I ain't leaving my
again?
house except to go to church. So I can be watching straight through. The next week after that is the Masters.
Give me your Final Four again.
I honestly, to me, the East and the South are hard to read. All right, they're just hard to read. But you could get out and represent the South, right? The South and the Midwest. Sorry,
I think they will.
But you got North Carolina in the
good.
West and you got UConn in the East. And I can tell you,
okay,
those two advance straight through to the Final Four. And whoever, and they have to play each other. If the way it goes out, they have to play each other to go to the final. Whoever wins that is winning the final. All right. So that's what I believe on that. So
okay,
we'll see what else happens from that end. But pitchers and catchers, and everybody will be on tomorrow, Pearly.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
Now listen,
tomorrow,
as a man, even though you go on the SAC, right? And I don't want to say that, most SAC people I know on that list that we should throw away. You ain't on that list, Pearly, right? But as a Dodger fan, what are they going to do with Ohtani? There's no way they should be letting them play.
Why?
The story don't sound like sense, Pearly. Come on,
Why
Pearly.
it doesn't sound like sense?
Okay, let me stop. Naughty.
No, let me say this. Hold
on. Naughty. By the way, great piece you posted about this place that ain't really a real place.
Yeah, we got to bring Comics View back. Look for it on social media on Fridays, man.
Listen, we was reading it in the UK. Dying laughing.
Jolly good.
Dying laughing. Okay, but I can talk to you because Pearly obviously. I mean, last time I left, before I left, I called them to get the blood pressure down because Anton.
Just let me say two things. Let me just say two things. Let me say two things.
Let me hear you.
A story came out this morning. ESPN did a follow-up on it, and their beat reporter from LA says, we have to look at it like this. Ohtani and this guy were joined at the hip. This guy did everything. He was
easy with them kind of talks in these diddy times, my brother, please.
Understood. He was the buffer between him and the coaches, and he did everything for him. He handled all his affairs, doing everything of his lack of English. That makes it very easy for anybody to manipulate that.
Okay.
Next thing, and I said this yesterday, and I'll say this one more time. This is a federal investigation. You know they gonna uproot everything. Why would you get a public leave and you could have make no kind of statement, just leave it alone and say these things if you know the feds are gonna uproot it and dig into it? Why would you risk everything by lying like that?
Okay.
Two simple things. I don't know why.
So let me hit your first point. Let me hit your last point first. These are the same feds who investigated Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds, and all them. Not a single one of them jokers got charged. Okay?
That's not the same ones. That's 20, 30 years ago. That's a whole different
feds are clowns. Big clowns. Look at how they handling Trump stuff. Big clowns. So let's not even talk about that. They've been horrible at sports investigation. All right? A whole coach cover up.
Whether they handle it bad or not, it's publicly got out there. It's going to get out there whether they handle it right or not.
Listen to me. Art Browse covered up a whole murder plot at Baylor. And this dude still coaching. So don't tell me about the feds. Okay? Because unless you black, the feds can't seem to get nothing right. That's the first thing.
Yeah, I remember that murder plot at Baylor, for real.
Okay, thank you. Okay? Number two, let's go back to your first point. Why would you say something? You'd say something because you're trying to get Major League Baseball not to find you. You don't care about no Fed. Because what's going to happen? If he even get indicted, that dude get on the plane to Japan, he ain't never coming home. Japan will never extradite him. Never. Okay? But let's go back to your original defense. Okay? This guy and him was joined at the hip. But you ain't joined at nobody hip for $4.5 million. No, sir.
You or me? No, because that's a lot of money to you or me. See, you're taking this whole out of it. You got to put it in perspective. And don't look at how you going to think about it or how I going to look at it.
Okay. So let me put it this way. Your first story, when the story broke, is that you were paying back a debt for this.
That's not what he said. That is not what he said. That was not his first story.
Pearly.
That was what the interpreter told ESPN.
The Ohtani team made a statement, and they put this guy on ESPN last Tuesday.
They made a statement because the guy told them that. Ohtani did not tell them that. The guy told them that, and the statement came out from his people. And when Ohtani, the guy was the mediator, and he was not telling Ohtani everything until he got out of the meeting, and it came to light that the dude was lying to Ohtani as well.
Listen to me. That's the story.
The dude don't speak English.
I believe Yamamoto pimped him off.
Okay.
See,
Naughty.
You remember who understand plain English? We talk plain English. We sit there. You got to put the thing in perspective. Come on, man.
Hold on. You remember when Steve Balco, they put Steve Balco on trial and said, look, you can talk on.
Well, this is the same, but hold on. The Balco is interesting. You're talking about Bonds and McGuire and all them. There was a certain name of a basketball deity by the name of LeBron James in that Balco book in Miami. And I wonder why it didn't come out. So the same way his didn't come out and it got suppressed. Maybe they want to suppress Ohtani.
You know why? You know why they couldn't come out? Because they couldn't get Balco to talk. You remember Balco went to the jail and he didn't talk. Bonds' trainer told them, "You might as well put me in jail now. I ain't talking." Okay? Because them dudes got paid, and Ohtani's interpreter knows he can take whatever heat and hit coming because his money gonna be straight. If he had to spend a year or two in jail, They're going to put him in a nice, cushy place.
Yeah, I
When
said
he
that
come out,
yesterday. I said that
he ain't
yesterday.
never got to work
And
again.
one question. Why
He
y'all always
ain't
got to go
never
the
gonna work
negative
again.
route? Why it can't be the truth?
No,
Because
it can't
y'all,
be the truth.
it
But you know
sounds
why it
better
can't
to
be the
say
truth?
y'all if
You
the
know why it
story
can't
don't
be the
sound
truth?
right. It just
Because
can't be the truth to y'all.
No, I'll tell you why it can't be the truth. Because
But I know one
Oktani
thing.
got
We can
up
come out.
and
Whatever it
hold
is,
on,
we'll know in a few months.
Hold on, man. Oktani got up and spoke without an interpreter to ESPN this week.
When?
What? All of a sudden, you don't need one? Okay?
When did he speak
This guy-
without an interpreter?
Listen to me. There is no way.
When did he speak without an interpreter?
Listen to me. He had you. Did you not see? Did you not hear Tim Kirchin's response on Wales? He sounded much more sincere and all this other stuff and everything else. So obviously he spoke to them.
I watched the interview. I
and
watched
guess
the
what?
press conference myself.
So let me ask you a question. Does Tim Kirchin speak Japanese? I don't know him to speak Japanese.
interpreter
So
was
if he
there.
said,
Every
so if he
word
said
he
the
said,
guy
the interpreter-
sounded sincere, that means the guy was speaking English.
He was not speaking English. He was speaking Japanese, and his interpreter was sitting next to him.
Tim misspoke. Tim Kirchin, the great Tim Kirchin, Hall of Famer Tim Kirchin, who
How
said this
could
on
Kim
multiple
Kirchin-
platforms.
Listen, while Kim Kirchin is saying that, others are going with Ohtani, who just as reputable as Kim Kirchin. If you want to argue that, we could go argue for arguing who agree for who don't disagree.
Listen, all I know
Wendy is agreeing with him. Wendy is agreeing with him. Stephen A. Smith is agreeing with him. But all right,
Listen,
if you want
I
to take
went
Kim
to
Kirchin over everybody, that's fine.
Stephen A. is the sports version of Anton. So
You can call him whatever you want him. He's well paid.
I ain't got
well
time for that.
respected.
Okay, whoever
More than
ESPN
Kirchin making.
has an agreement with, Stephen A. will sing their praises. We know that. So let's not talk about Stephen A. Okay, at the end of the day, you cannot tell me that this fella can carry $4.5 million. First of all, think about this. They said it was to cover debt, right? The company,
that is what the
betting
interpreter
company
said.
that he ran up to
Not
$4.5
That is what the
million
interpreter
bill.
told them.
Hold on now.
Y'all ain't following this. See, I following the story. You need to little bits by bits you hear. I am following this to the T.
I've been sitting in London waiting to call you and talk to you for this. So you know I look at my stuff. I know he will tell you I don't come on this radio and talk to it.
Bro,
Okay?
I on the Dodger page.
Listen to me.
I on the Dodgers network. I following this fully.
Yeah, the Dodgers, because the Dodgers can put the narrative out for them. At the end of the day, which company can let a dude who makes $250,000 a year run up a bill of $4.5 million? Now you tell me which gambling
you can
company
spin it.
do that.
You can spin it however you want. Spin it.
can't
The
spin
truth,
it,
wherever
man.
it is. If he lied, he can come out.
I mean, Evan, I don't buy numbers, right? So all I can tell you is, I mean, some of the folk who might buy numbers might know. But I don't know no company that lets you run up no bill like that.
You don't, because you in your circle.
Yeah, no, because
come on, let's put the
if
thing
you
in
tell me they let Oktani run a $4.5 million,
there are people who had people rip $1,000 of their account and didn't realize it for time. That's the equivalent of it.
No,
that's
man.
basically
the
$4.5 million is the equivalent of somebody moving $400 of your account or my account.
I understand that. Well, boy, if you move $4 off my account, I come in for you.
All right, listen, we got to let this play out, man. It's good we got opinions from both sides of the track on this, but we got to let it play out.
I want to probably stand for right and not just for Dodger Blue.
All right.
I stand for right. And when he wrong, I would say he wrong. But until such time and evidence I've seen and the information I received, it doesn't give me any reason to believe he's not telling the truth.
All right, Pearly, we got
the conspiracy theory thinking.
We got to get into the picks right now, Pearly. Let's get the picks out the way. And once we get the picks out the way, we'll take the break. And on the flip side of the break, we got Colin Cowherd. We got Skip Bayless taking us home, and he got a hot spin. This out of Dallas. Apparently, according to Skip, this is the final year for Doc. They're going to let him hit free agency because Jerry got plans to draft Shedeur Sanders next year and make him the quarterback of the thing. Could Deion be coming as coach in one fell swoop in the package as the coach of the Dallas Cowboys?
Possible. But it's amazing how Dallas is going to take a $59 million hit this year and a $45 million hit next year. It's amazing how they can do that.
No, I think what they'll do is they'll try to get something done by the end of this year where it's all included so he could walk.
Jerry said that's it. We're not extending him. We're going as it is. And if they do not extend his contract, there's going to be a $55 million hit next year. Jerry said it. It was on ESPN this morning.
Maybe what Sean Payton did with Russell Wilson is the new way to go with quarterbacks. You have to eat the money at some point. But my God, how do you improve your football team with a $45 million paycheck for nobody? That's why I'm leaning more to the side, Pearly, of it's a one-year deal. Hold on.
If you bring in a rookie quarterback, that means you're prepared to take a step back. Anyway, let's go.
I think what plays out here is he putting the pressure on Dak. If Dak gets into an NFC Championship game, he's going to give him a stupid contract, a crazy contract, because nobody could pay Dak more than the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, you got to do it before the season over.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's which way Jerry is going. But anyway, let's look at these games tonight, all brought to you, of course, by The Island Game. And be sure to check them out online, theislandgame.com. Remember, all March long, March Madness is going on right up until April 8th, right through the finals. So if your bracket's blown up, there's still ways to play and there's still ways to win. Don't forget that the NCAA got a couple of other tournaments going on. In addition to that, they got the NIT going on. And be sure to check that out as well, all right? In addition to your Final
the women's NCAA tournament.
Correct. But Pearly and I are doing basketball tonight. A lot of games tonight, Pearly. We got to do it quick. So we going to do it rapid fire. Brooklyn on the road against the Wizards. I like this is a coin flip for me.
I like the Wizards at home.
I like the Wizards at home, money line. Cavaliers on the road against the Hornets. Cavs are a 10-point favorite. I like them to win, but I'm going to take the money line on the road.
Yes, I agree.
Warriors against the Magic. The Magic 4.5-point favorites at home. The Warriors had a tough game last night against Miami. Blew them out going away. I like Orlando to win tonight on the back of a double-double for the Warriors by the 4.5.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Clippers minus 6.5 over the 76ers. I like the Clippers to get it done, but I can't trust that on the road.
I'll take the money.
Knicks on the road, 13-point favorites against the Raptors.
Everybody blown on the Raptors. I can take a high risk.
I can roll the dice on the Knicks and see if they get it done too. Portland Trailblazers on the road against the Hawks, 10.5-point favorites. I like the Hawks to win at home, but not by the 10.5.
Not that big.
Pistons, 15-point favorite. Underdogs on the road against Minnesota. Minnesota by 15.5. I like Minnesota to win. I don't know by the 15.5.
I agree.
Rockets against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder absolutely blew out who they played last night. It got tight late at the end, but I think they held on and won. The 5-point dogs against the Rockets.
The Rockets been 9-1 in the last 10 games.
10 games.
I don't know.
Boy, Rockets plus that 5 look nice tonight against the Thunder at home. Bulls at home against the Pacers. Pacers 3.5-point favorites. They're on the road. They're the road favorite. Boy, this is a game I don't want to touch. Give me the Bulls with the 3.5 at home, though. They've been playing well at home lately.
Okay. I can take the Pacers and the 2.5.
Lakers 4.5 against the Grizzlies. After last night, I'll take it in the money line. The Lakers get it done. But I
think the Lakers beat them. I think the Lakers beat them with LeBron back. I'm concerned about 80 putting in 52 minutes last night, but I think the Lakers do it, and I think they beat them. And I'll take the Lakers in the spread.
Spurs against the Jazz. I'll take Wemby plus the 4.5 on the road against the Jazz.
Yeah.
Suns 7.5 on the road against the Nuggets. I like the Nuggets to win, but not by the 7.5.
I like the Nuggets to win by the 7.5. I'm pulling for the Nuggets to win by the 7.5. I'm pulling for the Nuggets just to win.
I like them in the money line, but Purdy, we got to get to the break. I appreciate you with all what you do, man. I know you got it down Thursday, taking everybody into the holiday weekend, but you and yours have a great Easter holiday, man.
Oh, you too, my brother. And let's don't forget the reason for the season.
Definitely, and I will from right behind the Marlins bench, row A, section 200, right behind the bench. When the Marlins burp, I could smell it. So you know Jazz can get peanut through at him all game long, right?
My Lord of mercy. Good stuff. Good stuff.
There you go.
Great
We'll talk soon, man. We'll talk soon. Appreciate you. Have a great show tomorrow. Everybody, happy holidays, Bahamas. Happy Easter. Enjoy it. Be good. And if you can't be good at it. We'll see you right after the holidays. Purdy got you tomorrow.
When faced with an illness like cancer, we band together. And we at Cleveland Clinic in Florida have your back. From advanced cancer treatments to extra safety measures at all of our locations, we're with you on this journey. For every infusion and follow-up, for every step of the way, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic in Florida. Get the care you need when and where you need it. To learn more or connect with a local representative, visit clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
Whether you like it hot or you enjoy being original, KFC has the only chicken sandwiches with attitude, featuring 100% extra large white meat chicken fillets for 100% flavor. Enjoy the famous flavor of KFC 11 herbs and spices in the KFC Original Recipe Burger, or take the heat up a notch with a spicy filet with our KFC Kentucky Deluxe Sandwich. And for a limited time, enjoy your favorite sandwich with fries for only $7. That's how it's done. KFC Nassau, it's finger-licking good.
Do you have uncontrollable debt? Are you ready to make that move to Fidelity for a stress-free future? These loans have a built-in savings plan that pays you unbeatable interest. Ask about our debt consolidation loans today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport convenience stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News sales representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
Are you ready for the best of the best? Keep the Vibe Alive Music Group up for sound promotion, and Guardian Radio presents the best of the best Rake-N-Script Explosion Concert. Mark your calendars for May 11th as Super Club Breezes grounds ignite with Bahamian talent featuring KB, Gino D, Funky D, Veronica Bishop, The Brylanders, Avi, Elon Moxie, and Shine 242.
They know if you ain't waiting.
Join the Falcons, Iron Storm, Sylvie Pierre, Johnny Cake, Mama D, Nishi LS, Pat Rami, Stevie S, and Shad Colley and the VIPs for an electrifying night of music and culture. Tickets are flying, so grab yours now. Available online at BahamaZTickets.com or swing by the Beauty Shack on Soldier Road and Carmichael Road. This is the event of the year. The best of the best Rake-N-Scrape Explosion at Breezes Resorts. Gates open at 6 p.m. Don't miss out on the Bahamian magic.
Now, there are multiple reports that Jerry Jones and Dak Prescott have an understanding that his contract will not be extended before next season. Keyshawn, I'm assuming you think this is a really bad idea.
I think it's a good and a bad idea. Does that make sense?
Not yet. Go.
Because it's a risk. It's a risk. You are getting ready to allow a guy who's been consistent across the board at the quarterback position since he's entered the National Football League as a starter. He has won games, he's gone to playoffs, he's led the league in touchdowns. I can go on and on statistically. Just over the last 3 seasons, you talk about passer ratings the last 3 seasons, at least 30 starts, Dak Prescott #1, followed by Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Tua, and Patrick Mahomes. Last 3 seasons in touchdowns, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Dak Prescott.
Okay.
Wins in the season in the last 3 seasons. Dak Prescott sits at #4 with 31. You say, well, what does all that mean? We don't have a championship. You know, what all that mean? We don't have a championship. That's what you'll tell me. And what I'll say to you is, that's correct. And here's where it's fair. Because if I'm Jerry Jones and I'm paying a quarterback $50+ million and I can't win a championship, I may not want to continue to keep investing in that. But there's a risk. Because there's about 10 teams that'll probably be looking for quarterbacks next season, maybe 8 teams, that'll really be looking for a quarterback via the draft, free agency, and all those things. He will be the #1 quarterback available.
Good.
By far.
Good.
On the open market.
Kirk Cousins.
No, not, yeah, well, whatever you want to slide him on, whatever. If you're willing to run the risk of him performing the same way he's performed his entire career, you win the division, win 12, 13 games, put up big numbers, go to a Pro Bowl, make an All-Pro, possibly be in the MVP conversation or win the end of the day, say, we're not going to do this for you right now. We want you to wait, and we'll give you the world if you deliver. If you're willing to do that, that's a risk that you're going to take. Because in the end, he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder, and he's going to feel a certain way about how you are treating him. And when the time comes up for him to get that deal, and he tells you, never mind, because you can't franchise tag, there's nothing you can do. He's going to walk out the door. A person and a player that you've developed for 8+ years, that you drafted, you developed, you made, walks out the door and decides to go to the Washington Commanders or whatever. You're willing to take that risk. Okay, that's on you. That's on you. Because I'm telling you, they're going to be lined up in the National Football League to sign Dak Prescott. And then, so you're willing to just blow things up in Dallas after this season and move on from Mike McCarthy, who is playing on an expired contract, Dak Prescott an expiring contract. You're willing to just say, never mind, we don't want a quarterback. When people are starving in this league to get quarterbacks that can play this at this level.
This will be win-win for me. Because speaking of chip on shoulder pads, now we put Dak Prescott on the hot seat. Now we've turned up the fire under Dak Prescott and said, show us. Jerry finally saw the light and said, you know what? I'm tired of throwing good money after bad, because Dak Prescott has given us over 8 seasons as Dallas Cowboys quarterback, 2 playoff wins in the wild card round, Keyshawn. He's won 2 games in the wild card round. He has not won a divisional game. He obviously has not even played in the championship game. 2 in the wild card in 8 years to make him 2-5 in the postseason. And each of the last 3 years, we ingloriously exited the playoffs as Dak stunk in each of those 3 season-ending playoff losses, to the point that CeeDee Lamb's mother tweeted, Dak ain't it. And I'm so with her. She is a smart woman, because Dak ain't it. If your goal is to go win a Super Bowl, Dak ain't it. But let's see what he's got. Let's put him on the hot seat this year and say, show us what you got. And then let's just say he goes to New Orleans and wins the Super Bowl. And then he says, screw you, Jerry, I'm out. I'll be a happy camper because I got what I wanted. I'll take the Super Bowl, and he can go to the Commanders.
But it ain't about you.
Well, I'm speaking as a fan.
It ain't about you.
Yeah, but I'm lifelong diehard. I'm since 10 years old.
So you ready to win 1 championship and then sit around for another 30 years and complain?
I don't care. We'll start over. I'll take the 1 championship, because I haven't even sniffed an NFC championship game in almost 30 years.
Okay, let's say you don't win a championship, you go to NFC championship game.
Yeah.
And you happen to lose because the defense lets you down and the guy has a 60-yard walk-off field goal.
Yeah, well,
you want Dak gone too?
That. Yeah.
Yeah, you still want him gone.
Well, let's see how that plays out.
I'm asking you a question today in real time.
Okay.
Do you still want him gone?
No, I think he can.
Because he'll walk, because what you just did, regardless of what he does in the postseason, he's going to tell you bye-bye.
Okay, good.
I'm just telling you what's going to happen.
Okay, I'm just telling you what my gut feeling is.
Feelings are going to get involved.
My gut feeling is that right here, right now, I don't think this team can make the playoffs. That's what I believe.
That's a far stretch, though, Skip.
No, it's not a far stretch.
That's a far stretch.
Look at all the players we have lost. Tyron Smith, Tony Pollard,
They moved
Vander
Tyron
Esch.
Smith to left tackle. Vander Esch just couldn't play.
Yes, he could.
He could not.
I mean, when he could play, he could play.
From Boise, I get it.
No,
he couldn't play.
No, he made a Pro Bowl.
I'm not talking about multiple years ago.
Okay,
I'm talking about last season.
I know, but we've lost
the last couple seasons. He's just been a guy.
Michael Gallup. And then
Michael Gallup couldn't play.
Dorrance Armstrong could play. Dante Fowler could play. And Hankins could play. And Neville Gallimore could play. I just keep going bam, 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 bam.
You got salary cap issues. Everyone's number increases from last year. You guys have increased about $65 million.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott went from 23 to 55. Okay? But so when you start looking at the numbers, CeeDee Lamb went from $4.5 million to $18 million
in
cap charge.
Speaking of that guy, We got one guy on this team who can flat out play. One guy I trust, and it's 88.
So Micah can't play now?
Okay. This is interesting to me because I have yet to see Micah come up big in a really big game.
That's fair.
And I saw, this is interesting to me. I was watching.
He's still young.
Jory Epstein does a really nice job for Yahoo Sports, and she's covered the Cowboys for a while. I saw a clip where she was talking on one of her podcasts. She said she'd talked to a defensive coach in the league who's talking about Micah Parsons and that he'd made a really good point. This is true. I'm going to bring it up because it's a bullseye. When the Cowboys are winning and front running, Micah's had some big games. He's had some big sack games against inferior opponents. But seriously, every big game, every big playoff type game, such as the Green Bay game at home, he doesn't show up for those games. So do you want to pay him? Sure, you have to pay him, but you're like, I don't know. Is he that guy? No, well, seriously.
You want to pay Micah Parsons.
Okay, he had his worst stats of any game of his career against Green Bay, his worst pass rushing stats.
Okay.
And I think what that defensive coach told her is valid. That's what we've seen so far, and he's still a baby. You can argue to me, but we've seen 3 years. Okay? And I think
he's giving you double-digit sacks in every single year.
All right, but he tails the last 5-6 games of the year, and he's done it routinely.
Does he need to do some things in crucial situations to dispel the notion that he is not the player that he was picked to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe so.
Everybody's going to arrive at some point. If you're telling me 2 years from now he's the same guy as he is this year, then you got me.
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's going to be the case. Yeah. I think you learn from whatever little mistakes you have, and you grow from that.
And
you
I
get
hope
better.
I hope he literally grows into a man body because he's a little light in the britches, just a little bit. He needs to pack on a little. He said he gained 10 pounds of muscle weight last year. I didn't see the impact of it. He's just winning on quickness, and over time he gets worn down by the 350-pound bull elephants who are blocking him.
Sometimes it's scheme.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's teams taking you out because they do things that will take you out. Everybody's not going to be perfect every single game, Skip. But to sit up here and try to kind of dance around the idea of not paying Micah Parsons, you already don't want to pay the quarterback.
That's the one where I will close my eyes and plunge on Micah and hope that he starts to figure it out. And it might be more mental than physical at some point. You just have to learn how to do it.
So if you got Trayvon Diggs, you got Bland, you got Micah Parsons, you got Kearse and all the other guys on the defensive side. Defense ain't really losing nobody. Lawrence is still there. Okay?
A lot of pass rush depth.
Yeah, but they can replace that depth. That's what they do for cheaper. They go out and they replace it via the draft or late free agency into the summer.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I know.
Offensively, you got a makeshift offensive line that you're not sure about, but you still got...
I didn't mention we lost Biadasz. We lost a really good center.
Yeah, but you still got top receiver.
Yep.
Nice compliment at number 2. A nice tight end that came into his own.
He did.
A
Jake
top
Ferguson.
6 quarterback. All you got to do is find another running back.
Where did top 6 come from? Statistically or in overall performance? That guy, all those numbers you threw at me?
I'm just comparing. I'm throwing these numbers at you because I'm letting you see the other quarterbacks. The Jets ain't talking about getting rid of Aaron Rodgers. The Cincinnati Bengals ain't talking about getting rid of Joe Burrow.
No.
The Miami Dolphins ain't talking about getting rid of Tua. And we already know with Kansas